All right. So, very good morning to everyone, the participants and the guests for this second version of debate event. Uh, Today we have a very interesting topic, and I think everyone knows about it, have read about it somewhere or the other, and many of us may even be a part of it. Maybe we all, uh, some of us are software engineers, IT engineers, AI engineers, probably. So, is artificial intelligence or robotics really killing our jobs? That is the topic, and that is the topic that we are going to debate on. Just to give the pretext, recently Amazon has started uh, a supermarket in US, which is called as Amazon Go. I don't know if some of you have seen the YouTube video. So what happens there is this entire supermarket is totally 100% unmanned. There is no staff at all. What happens is the uh, customers come in the supermarket. They can pick any item which they want. The moment they pick an item and put it in their cart, it automatically is added into their cart of the app. And then when they go out or step out of the store, automatically the money the money is deducted from their wallet. So you don't really require anything, any person to supervise. Now, isn't it really killing the jobs? For example, uh, there is no person to, there is no salesperson, there is no accounts person, no housekeeping, lot of jobs. I think a supermarket will have at least how much 20 people employed, so 20 jobs have been killed. Is that the thing? Or it is more efficient way of because when there are human staff, humans are prone to errors. you know they are prone to they say that I will need a leave, or they come late. All this goes to leads to a lot of inefficiencies. And with robotics or with artificial intelligence, all these things are you save a lot of time, you become efficient. So, and probably if it is killing one type of jobs, maybe it is creating some other jobs. Who knows? Let's discuss this about this. We'll see what our participants have to say. So we have two teams. Group A, which is speaking for the topic, which means that they think that artificial intelligence and robotics are indeed killing our jobs. So this group A is led by Pragati Kulkarni, who is going to be the leader and going to speak first. And Group B, has your leader arrived yet? If no, then it is still Rohil.
I just got an update from
Right.
Mr. Manoj Sethi. So he said that he will be, yeah, he is joining within 2 minutes. So then, sir, if we
Okay.
can wait for 2 more minutes.
Yes, yes. I think
Yeah.
that's not a problem. So in the meantime, Group B leader Manoj Sethi will join in 2 minutes. So in the meantime, I'll just explain the rules in short. I'm sure the participants know, but for the benefit of uh, guests and others, I'll just explain. So we have two teams. Each team will have four participants each, and each team will have a leader who is going to speak first. Every speaker will have uh, 4 minutes to speak. Okay, I know we have said 5 minutes, but I have changed it to 4 minutes. So every speaker will get 4 minutes to speak. The first speaker will be the uh, leader who is going to open the debate, put on his or her points, and then start the discussion. So both the leaders will talk, put their points. Then it will be followed by the team supporter. So a supporter one will put some more points. Supporter one of the other team will put points. So this will continue again with the supporter number two. And then at the end, we have VIP. VIP is the person who is going to have the, it's like he or she is like the trump card. So all the points which are the strong points or very convincing points are going to put forward by the VIP, and he or she is going to convince or conclude the entire discussion. The same goes with the other team as well. And then we'll have a open discussion wherein each of the participants can then put their points, cross question, or maybe discuss. So that's how we are going to do it. So that's the reason we have only 4 minutes for each speaker to begin with. So let's start by what I will do is I will first invite Group A uh, leader Pragati Kulkarni to uh, introduce first their supporters and whip, and then put on your points and start the start the discussion. Yes, yes, Pragati. And I'll just say one thing before you start. Uh, Today I'm going to start as you start to speak, right? I'm going to start a timer, which I am going to show on the screen. Can you just see the see my screen? I'll just start sharing my screen. Just let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, yes, we can see.
So, so this is the timer which I'm going to start. Uh, so the moment you are in the third minute, uh, a green light will flash. Moment you are in 3.5 minute, the yellow light will flash, and the moment you are in the fourth minute, a red light will flash. So it means that you have about 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. So that's how it's going to be. Now I'll just call Pragati to start.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Very good morning to one and all present over here. First of all, I want to thank TISA for giving us this opportunity and also organizing this debate event. My name is Pragati Kulkarni, and I am the leader of the group A, and I will introduce my team members. We have two supporters. The first supporters is Ritik Singh, and the second supporter name is Hunal Kaushik. Last but not the least, we have VIP, and her name is Navjot Kaur. And we are talking for the topic that is artificial intelligence and robots are killing the jobs. So, in my opinion, uh, in my opinion, how the world is changing very fastly nowadays, they are killing jobs because what job we are doing right now, few years down the line, these jobs will be replaced by AI and robots. Uh, and now the question will arise that how it is possible. So it is possible because the researchers have said that till 2030, 47% of the job will be replaced by robot and artificial. And when I read this statement, uh, it doesn't give me as a shock, because we have seen this situation from past few years, be it the pandemic situation where we have seen that uh, uh, 23 crore people have lost their jobs, and and a few years down the line people will also lose the jobs. And for examples, the the cab drivers who are driving the cars, few years after 5 or 10 years, in India there will be driving car. The robots will drive the car. And we are seeing this in China, Japan, US, already they are using this technology. And also a few weeks ago I went to a hotel, and there I saw that there are only 2 to 3 waiters, because when I used to visit that hotel a few years ago, I saw that I saw that there are so many waiters working there. But now I see only 2 to 3. There I saw that we have to scan a QR code, and then we have to order whatever we want to have. So from now only the robots and artificial intelligence have eaten up our jobs. So we in early 2000s, where the IT revolution was booming. Uh, Before that, in government office and in the tax office, we would see that there are there are so many files which are piled up. So after computer came in place, uh, the people who you used to work in that uh, who used to work in that place, they got fired. And which and the which work 100 people you used to do, now only 10 or 20 people are doing that job. So by that we have seen that the jobs have been uh, the jobs have been declining. And for this the solution is that like we have to keep ourselves really updated, that what we are learning in a school and college is also very important. But with that we also should learn new skills and apply in our practical life. So
Yes.
from this I want to conclude my thoughts on this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Uh, Thanks, Pragati. That was a good opening. So, yes, research says that 37% of jobs will be replaced by AI, and waiters are being replaced by QR code, and hundreds of people are being, you know, are losing their jobs, and only 10 people are working because of computers. That's Those are really good points. So it really shows that computers, AI, and uh, robotics are really eating up our jobs. So let's
Yes.
see what is the counter. So I will call uh, the group leader of Team B, who is against the topic, who say that AI and robotics are good for us. I invite Manoj Sethi, if you can just come on video, introduce yourself and your team first, and then start your points. Manoj, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Manoj Sethi, and I'm the leader for Group B. And let me introduce my team. My first support is Mr. Shubham Kumar, and my second support is Sanya Ram Chandani, and the whip is Mr. Rohil Salke. So I would like to initiate the counter discussion here. And as the topic goes that whether the robot or AI, whether they're going to eat away the job in near future or not. So I would like to start by saying that, as you all know, that robots and AI, they have been created by humans, and they are the tools that can use when we give the right instructions. So that means all the technology that we have at our disposal, they are very well controlled by humans. The point is that humans and technology, they must work together, and humans in control and the technology providing what is programmed to be done. So the whole idea is that technology will replace the need for creative thinking, problem solving, leadership or teamwork, and initiative, which is rather a silly thought to me. I can These things can never be replaced by AI or robots. The idea that humans can leverage technology to provide a better world for all of us is not silly. However, it's fascinating. Let me give you an example to it. One of the industries that have been seen a greatest disruption of robotics and AI is the medicine. We now have robotics and artificial intelligence tools that can perform amazingly accurate diagnostics and precise surgery. So, have the doctor they have lost their job, or have these doctors lost their job because of this technology? The answer is big no. Doctors have simply learned to leverage the new technology and to provide better healthcare. So we see nowadays in our country there's no shortage of doctors with the inceptions of robots and artificial intelligence. Further, I would like to say that it is said that necessity is a mother of invention. So to make life simpler, convenient, and to get more advancement, we humans have been working rigorously in every field. And uh, robots and artificial intelligence, they are some of the topic of research and development. And we know that a lot of money has been invested to buy robots and for the maintenance and to supply power for the running. So the software and the equipment costs are too high. On the other hand, human resources are quite affordable and reliable. Robots have no sense of emotions, no conscience, and they um, do not have any decision-making ability to handle any difficult situation. So I believe that automation can only be done when robots are fed with programs by humans according to the reports that we have. So robots and artificial intelligence will create more jobs than they take in the coming years, because robots they lack the ability to create or imagine things, and they are always at the mercy of human control. Um, um, Artificial intelligence, I believe, it is still in its infancy around the globe, and when it does develop, it cannot be overnight. It cannot be an overnight phenomena. So I think that it is quite far too early to say that robots or artificial intelligence will create any sort of unemployment. Employment opportunities are created by wealth
You have last
creators.
30 seconds to go. Yeah, carry on.
So, so I was saying that employment opportunities are being created by the wealth creators. so which are mainly manufactured to a large scale service providers. So I guess this is a cycle, and robotics or artificial intelligence are just a small segment of this cycle. So I do not think that robots will take away job in near future. So with this, I end my discussion. Thank you, Manoj Sethi.
Thank you, Manaswiti. You have put forward your points very well, and that's what. As per Manoj Sethi, what he says is that finally, artificial intelligence and robots have been created by humans. So why should humans be feeling threatened about it? Okay, finally, it's the we who have created it, and there are certain things which humans can still do, and a machine can never do, like problem solving, reasoning, and all emotions. These things will never ever be replaced uh, by robots or artificial intelligence. So then, why do we feel really threatened? Also, we are trying to only leverage the advantage of the technology. We are making our lives better. So what harm is that in trying to use AI and robots? So let's invite the first supporter of Team A. Uh, let's see if we can counter the points which have been made by Team A leader. So who is coming from Team A now?
Uh, from Team A, the first supporter is Kunal Hoshik.
Yes, Kunal.
So he.
Yes, so let me invite Kunal Kaushik.
My name is Kunal Kausik, and I am here to speak that are AI and robots killing jobs. So, in my point of view, AI and robots are killing the jobs in a very huge number, because in the every sector there is computer and technology. Banking sector, then in the banking sector nowadays, there are many ATMs, and there is many cash deposit machine. Even the number of of bank of bankers are decreasing by day by day. If I talk about the data, then in 2012, means to the 2012, there was a vacancy of 21,000 by the IBPS, but now in the year of 2020, there was the number of vacancy only 1100. So from here you can see the gap, that in the last 8 years 21,000 vacancy decreased to only 1100, because in every bank and ATMs there are many there are many or automated teller machine, cash deposit machine, and passbook update machine. And apart from this, if we talk about the self-driving technology, then they also kill the job of cab drivers and truck drivers. And if the cab drivers and truck drivers number will decrease, then it will affect the insurance sector and the dhaba which run on the highways and the roads. And if we see the government office, then there was a vacancy of around 11,000 by the SSC CGL, which is a combined graduate level officer. And in the year 2021, there is 1,500 to 3,000 number of vacancies. So here also we can see that there is a large decrease in the number of jobs. And apart from this also we can talk about the chatbot which is used by the Zomato, Flipkart, and many other apps. Like if we have any problem, then we have to then we have to do the chat with auto with automatic intelligence machine. We just reply as a computer. Means they cannot understand the ours feeling. So in the whole sector means so I conclude that in the every sector number of jobs are decreasing day by day. And if we talk about the warehouse of the Flipkart, Amazon, then almost all of the works means 90% of the works are done by machines, like like pasting, making package, manufacturing in the warehouse of and Amazon. All the works are done by machines and robots. So they are killing the jobs of workers. Oh, over to you.
Yes, Kunal, your point is understood. So Kunal has just come up with evidence and data. So he has put his points straightforward. There has been 10,000 vacancies, a decline of vacancies in banking sectors. Uh, Autonomous driving is taking the jobs of the cab drivers and the fleet operators. And he has also given many other examples wherein with data. So he has shown the evidence that machines, robots, and artificial intelligence are indeed killing jobs. So let's see if we have a counter there from Team B. Team B supporter who is coming now.
Yeah, the first support from Team B is Mr. Shubham Kumar.
Yes, Shubham Kumar. Shubham Kumar, if you can just come on video and start your points. So just in short, we have 4 minutes, and the timer will flash. So at 3 minutes, it will be green. At 3.5 minutes, it will be yellow, and at 4 minutes, it will be red. So when it's going to be red, you have 30 seconds to finish your speech. Shubham Kumar, if you can just unmute and start your points. Are you able to hear us? Shubham, is he there in the call? Okay, maybe he is experiencing some problems. Is there any other supporter who can come?
Yeah, sure. So the second supporter that we have for Group B is Miss Sania Ramchandani.
Yes, Tanya. Sanya, you can start your points.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, go on.
I am Sanya, and sir, may I speak in Hindi English mixed?
Yes, no problem.
First of all, today's world is based on artificial intelligence, and some people are thinking that as technology is getting advanced day by day, more and more jobs are being killed. But that's completely false. जैसे जैसे हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांस हो रही है, तो हमको ऐसा नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि हमारी जॉब्स मतलब किल हो रही है या फिर अपॉर्चुनिटीज कम है. नो, इट्स कंप्लीटली फॉल्स. इवन इवन अगर हम आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस को एक्सप्लोर करते हैं, तो उसके अंदर भी हमारी सेवरल जॉब्स है. जैसे कि आखिर जो सिस्टम है, कंप्यूटराइज सिस्टम है, ऑटोमेटेड सिस्टम है, तो उसके उसको भी डेवलप करने में किसी न किसी ह्यूमन का ही हाथ है. एंड आखिर ये भी एक एम्प्लॉयमेंट है जिसकी सैलरी बेसिस में देखे तो मतलब काफी हद तक ठीक ठाक सैलरी होती है. एंड अगर हम आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में देखते हैं, तो उसके अंदर कुछ सेवरल फील्ड्स भी ओपन हुई है जिसके अंदर जॉब वैकेंसीज आती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में हमारा मशीन लर्निंग आता है, डीप लर्निंग आता है, क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, वेब डेवलपमेंट, एंड्रॉइड डेवलपमेंट और गूगल की काफी सारी टेक्नोलॉजीज आती है. अब एक एक करके हम देखते हैं कि आखिर ये टर्म्स होते क्या है. तो फर्स्ट आता है मशीन लर्निंग, जो सारा ऑटोमेटेड सिस्टम है वो हमारा मशीन लर्निंग पे बेस्ड है. सेकेंड आती है डीप लर्निंग. डीप लर्निंग में सारी जो हमारी प्रोग्रामिंग वगैरह सब होती है, तो वो हमारी डीप लर्निंग में बेस्ड होती है. नेक्स्ट आता है वेब डेवलपमेंट और एंड्रॉइड. इसकी तो बहुत सी निकलती है वैकेंसीज. साल में अराउंड 2 लाख एम्प्लॉयज ऐसे हैं जो मतलब हायर होते हैं एज अ वेब डेवलपर एंड एंड्रॉइड डेवलपर. अब देखा जाए तो अभी फर्स्ट सपोर्टर ने जो बोला कि टैक्सीज ड्राइवर की जो हमारी वैकेंसीज है वो मतलब डिक्रीज हो रही है. बैंक सेक्टर में 21,000 से सीधा 1100 आ गया. तो देखिए, एक एग्जांपल उठा रही मैं, एक कंपनी का एग्जांपल उठाऊंगी, टीसीएस एक ऐसी अकेली कंपनी है सर्विस सेक्टर में जो अपनी साल में 2 लाख एम्प्लॉयज को वो हायर करती है. और एक एग्जांपल मैं ये लूंगी कि आजकल अब कैश काउंटर में सब ऑटोमेटेड सिस्टम हो चुका है. सबकी कंप्लेन है कि हमारी ये जॉब नहीं है, जो भी बात है. तो जो ऑटोमेटेड सिस्टम हमारा डेवलप हुआ है, तो उसको डेवलप करने के पीछे 1,000-2,000 की टीम भी है जो कि वो खुद एम्प्लॉयड है. तो हमें ऐसा नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि ये हमारी एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी को एक साइड से अपना ये किल करता है. अगर हम देखें तो अपन की एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी इंक्रीज भी हो रही है. जहाँ पे 10 लोग की जॉब जाती है, उधर 1,000 लोग की एम्प्लॉयमेंट इंक्रीज भी होती है. दूसरा, ये जीडीपी भी इंक्रीज करता है इंडिया का. और इसमें सिर्फ इतना ही है कि जो रिपीटेटिव जो हमारे टास्क है वो रोबोट्स करते हैं, बाकी जो अनरिपीटेटिव जो हमारे टास्क है वो ह्यूमंस करते हैं. तो इससे ह्यूमंस के लाइफ में एक चैलेंजिंग पार्ट आएगा, जो कि एक साइड से उनकी मेंटल प्रोग्रेस को लेकर बहुत अच्छा है. दैट्स इनफ. थैंक यू.
Yes, very well said. तो पॉइंट ये है विच इज बीइंग रेज्ड बाय सानिया कि अगर एक तरफ से जॉब्स घटते हैं, तो दूसरी तरफ से बहुत ज्यादा जॉब्स क्रिएट भी होते हैं. इफ वन साइड 10,000 vacancies have come down, but on the other side, we have produced lakhs and lakhs of vacancies from this IT companies, and the other side of the coin is that we are in fact producing lot of vacancies on the other side. Uh, there is there was one more point that the jobs which are being reduced are the ones which are repetitive. जो repetitive है, जो मेथोडिकल जॉब्स है, वही जा रहे हैं, और जो इंटेलिजेंस और जो स्मार्ट जॉब्स है, जो जिन्हें हमको सोचने की जरूरत है या प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग की जरूरत है, ऐसे जॉब्स बढ़ रहे हैं। तो एक तरफ से ये अच्छा ही है, क्योंकि अ, ये हम लोगों को, मतलब ह्यूमन रेस को चैलेंज करता है टू टू बीइंग better. So in the long run, ये अच्छा है. Uh, let's see if we have more counters from team A. So supporter number 2 from team A कौन है?
Yeah, from team A we have Ritik Singh.
Yes, Ritik Singh. Ritik Singh, you can start.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Hello everyone. Yeah. Let's start with facts. Okay. In past decades, in that the computers will work like a human human intelligence, but their predictions their predictions uh, is very far from reality. Okay, let's take an example. In 1965, uh, there is a scientist whose name is uh, Herder Simon. He predicted that machines will be capable of doing anything like a man can do. But we know, uh, they are as we know, nothing like this happened till now. Okay, so about the survey. Uh, so uh, Many surveys that already happened says that AI AI will destroy all the jobs that we know as well. Okay, and one of the most trusted survey, that is Gallup poll, uh, says that over 90% people uh, believe that AI, artificial intelligence, will destroy at least half of all the jobs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. After that, yeah. So uh, at last, I want to counter the counter the uh, point is that AI will create the new jobs. Yeah, it's right, but uh, but but in future, AI will create jobs for for people who experts in the IT field. Okay, in India, we know very well, uh, there lots of population who work as a farmer and labor also. So I think they can't learn they can't learn the web development, Android development, and also artificial intelligence. Yeah. So that's my point. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, थैंक यू ऋतिक। सो पॉइंट ये है कि हाँ, रोबोटिक्स और एआई जॉब्स तो क्रिएट कर रहा है, पर ये सिर्फ आईटी प्रोफेशनल्स को जॉब दे रहा है। बाकी के लोगों का क्या है? व्हाट अबाउट द लेबर? व्हाट अबाउट द लोअर लेवल पीपल? सो लेट्स सी इफ वी हैव द काउंटर। क्या शुभम रेडी है फ्रॉम ग्रुप बी?
जी सर, मैं तैयार हूँ। सबसे पहले सर मैं माफी चाहूंगा, मतलब अपने तरफ से कन्वीनियंस के लिए, मतलब रुकावट के लिए।
कोई बात नहीं, आप
हम लोग
नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हो, कोई बात नहीं।
हम लोग तरफ से
अभी स्टार्ट
कुछ नेटवर्क। जी सर, बिल्कुल।
नहीं, कोई बात नहीं।
जी सर, तो मैं अब हाँ, तो मैंने सब लोगों को उतने अच्छे से सुना तो नहीं, लेकिन मैं कुछ अपने पॉइंट्स कुछ आप लोगों के सामने पेश करने का प्रयास करूंगा। शायद ये कुछ अब बेहतर हो जाए। तो सर बात की जा रही है कि रोबोटिक्स जॉब किल करता है या नहीं। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड रोबोट्स किलिंग द जॉब्स आर नॉट। तो मैं इसके टोटली खिलाफ हूँ, क्योंकि ये जॉब किल तो नहीं करता है। और अगर 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 जॉब किलिंग की अगर बात भी अगर होती है ना, तो ये उस तरह की जॉब थी जिसकी आज के समय में आवश्यकता नहीं है। हम लोग 20-25 साल पहले का हम लोग देख लें, तो उस समय सारा कुछ मैनुअली होता था। तो और जो आज का जो हम लोग जिस एरा में हम लोग जी रहे हैं, ये एरा मतलब बिल्कुल टोटली मतलब डिफरेंट हो गया है, बिल्कुल अलग। और हमें अभी उस तरह की जॉब की आवश्यकता ही नहीं है। हमें अब जॉब चाहिए सारा सिस्टम पर, सारा डिजिटली वर्क चाहिए। तो देखा जाए तो ये मतलब जॉब को किल नहीं किया है, बल्कि जॉब को और इन्हांस किया है। और जो जॉब किलिंग की बात भी कर रहे हैं, वो मतलब गुजरे जमाने की जॉब थी, जो कि वो आज नहीं चलती है। आज तो बल्कि ये जॉब को और बूस्ट कर रहा है। हम लोग तरह तरह के जॉब के बारे में भी देख सकते हैं। जैसे कि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस से रिलेटेड बहुत सारा जॉब भी है, जो कि सर ये ये जैसे कि सर बिग डेटा एनालिसिस, डेटा साइंटिस्ट, मशीन लर्निंग इंजीनियर, बिजनेस इंटेलिजेंस डेवलपर, रिसर्च साइंटिस्ट, सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर। तो सर ये सब भी तो सर जॉब ही हैं। बल्कि जॉब किल कहाँ हुआ, ये तो जॉब और इंक्रीज हो गया, और बल्कि नए फॉर्म में आ गया हमारे सामने। और हमें भी जरूरत है उसके अनुसार खुद को अपग्रेड करने की। आप अपग्रेड करेंगे तो उस तरह की जॉब हम पाएंगे। ये जॉब मतलब जाने का रोना वही लोग रोते हैं जो खुद को अपग्रेड नहीं कर पाते हैं समय के साथ। तो सर ये जॉब बल्कि और मतलब बढ़ा है, और मतलब नए क्षेत्र में हम लोग के पास काम करने का मौका है। हम लोग के पास से मतलब अब तो और समुद्र की तरह मतलब अब तो काम हम लोग के सामने परोस दिया गया है। आप जितना कीजिए उतना ज्यादा आप इसमें सफल होइएगा। बस इस चीज को समझने की बात है। और सर ये सर कुछ और जॉब की लिस्ट है, साइबर सिक्योरिटी, सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट, मतलब बहुत तरह की जॉब है। मैं तो लिस्ट तो अभी 15-20 नोट किया हुआ हूँ, पर उतना मैं आपके सामने बोल नहीं पा रहा हूँ। और उतना मुझे बोलने की काबिलियत भी नहीं है, मेरे में उतनी नॉलेज भी नहीं है। मैं मतलब जितना समझता हूँ मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ये तो हम लोग हर तरह देख सकते हैं। हम लोग के हॉस्पिटल में, वर्क प्लेस में, हर जगह हमारे तरफ मतलब कंप्यूटर ही कंप्यूटर। हॉस्पिटल में तो मतलब तरह तरह के मशीन आ गए हैं। और हम लोग ये अभी कोविड-19 के समय में हम लोग देख चुके हैं, जिसको कि ये पल्स पल्स ऑक्सीमीटर बोला जाता था, जिसका कि मतलब खूब डिमांड हुआ था ये कोविड के समय में। तो सर ये सब भी तो जॉब क्रिएट ही कर रहा है, क्योंकि सर हमारी जो ये हाँ, क्योंकि हमारी आवश्यकता है सर ये सब। और ये जॉब हमें बल्कि वो मतलब लाला के परोस रहे हैं कि लो बेटा काम करो, आगे बढ़ जाओ। तो मतलब तो क्योंकि क्योंकि हम इसी तरह के युग में जी रहे हैं, और हमें इसी तरह के मतलब यहाँ पर हम लोग को सर्वाइव करना है। तो हम लोग इसी तरह की तो हम लोग तो इसके लिए हमें इसी तरह की जॉब की आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि ये सारा आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस डेवलप करने के लिए भी तो इंसान चाहिए। और एक बात सर, एक बात मतलब लाख बातों की एक बात, हम लोग सर
टाइम अप।
तो सर 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 सॉरी सर, तो
हाँ
1 मिनट सर।
यस यस
सर
क्विक
सर
30 सेकंड्स।
सर सर हम लोग सर क्रिएटर हैं एआई के, ना कि एआई ने हमें बनाया है। तो सर बड़ा कौन हुआ, हम लोग बड़े हुए हैं। हम लोग को मतलब और ये कभी भी हमें रूल नहीं कर सकता है, ये हमारा गुलाम ही रहेगा। और बल्कि ये हमारे हर कदम पर ये हमारा साथ देता है। और
हाँ
ये
शुभम,
मतलब हमारे
यस
तरफ से हाँ
यस शुभम,
जी सर।
योर
तो
पॉइंट इज टेकन एंड अंडरस्टूड। तो हम लोग ही क्रिएटर है, तो एआई और रोबोटिक्स हमसे बढ़कर नहीं है। और एक
नहीं
दूसरा पॉइंट जो आपने उठाया है कि जो लोगों को लगता है कि जॉब्स जा रहे हैं, उनको अभी अपग्रेड होने का टाइम है। इट्स टाइम टू अपग्रेड। बहुत अच्छे
जी
पॉइंट्स है। तो अभी नाउ इट इज द टाइम फॉर द लास्ट राउंड विच इज द विप राउंड। तो देखते हैं वट एवर वी हैव डिस्कस सो फार, जो भी पॉइंट्स अभी आए हैं टीम ए और टीम बी, इन फेवर और अगेंस्ट, तब सब पॉइंट्स को कंसिडर करके टीम ए हैज टू conclude and team B also has to conclude. So if I can call the whip for team A का whip कौन है?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes,
Good morning, everyone. Hello.
yes
Yeah. So
Navjot,
I'm. Hello. Hi,
you
sir.
can
So
start.
I'm playing the role of the whip for the team A. So after hearing the entire debate of both the different team members, I have jotted down certain points that I will be, talking about in brief. Okay. So the first thing that I want to address is that we are here talking about that whether artificial intelligence and robots, they're killing jobs or not. According to me, yes, they are. And there are certain factors why it is causing that need. First is because we as human beings, we are demanding such advanced rapid technology. If we see that the advancement in technology is taking place in every 5 days, so there's a possibility that thing that we may know that we are using in the current week, it may be improved or it may be changed in coming 5 days. So if we take example of that, how technology has advanced. So in the automotive industry in the USA, since 1980, the number of workers who were working in that industry, it was brought down to 13 million, right? So it was like there was a drastic decrease in that industry, and the output and the benefit, even though after introducing AI or robots in their operation, was that the output of that industry has doubled. So if I am an employer and who is thinking about gaining profit and who is looking forward to make my operations more productive, I will opt for that method which is working more fast, which involves only uh, one time investment, and it is giving me greater output. Now, Second point is the gap between skill and education. So here the people, the team members from the other team, they're talking about that how AI and robots, they're helping in creating jobs. But my question is, apart from the IT sector, apart from the jobs that requires involvement of human intelligence, there is a major sector of the economy worldwide that is entirely dependent on manpower working, and their jobs are being taken by AI and robots. Like I have explained to you in the previous case that earlier in the auto industry, like it has different parts that it has different processes, and every process has a number of employees who are taking care of that segment. Now if that is being just replaced by 2 or 3 robots, so it has drastically brought down the employment by like 10 employees की जो job थी उसको decrease करके सिर्फ 3 की place पे उसको वहां पे कर दिया गया है। तो 7 लोगों की जॉब तो वहां से चली गई डायरेक्ट। इसके बाद इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि इसका सबसे प्रोमिनेंट क्या है रीजन, इसका प्रोमिनेंट सबसे रीजन ये है दैट बीइंग ह्यूमंस इन आवर nature, we just want to attain good things, we want to have all the great things, लेकिन जो उस लेवल तक का एफर्ट हमें करना चाहिए हम वो करने के लिए वी आर नॉट दैट मच विलिंग। We just want that things should be served to us on platter, and this is the reason which is giving an entry gate to AI and robots to enter in the sector. So if I explain you with help of an example, there is a cafe which is based in Japan which is called as Tokyo Plaza. So it was started in the year 2019. That cafe is 100% run by robots. So there was a point that was being brought by Manoji. He said that robots don't understand behavior and emotion. I just want to convey this thing that there's a robot in that cafe who is called as Pepper. So, like, say if I am entering that cafe and my mood is not good and I'm speaking in a very low tone or I'm shy, that robot will adopt my behavior and talk to me in that same manner, unless and until to the point where I'm comfortable and I'm talking with joy, that robo will copy my behavior. So at last I think that yes, there are certain jobs which are more
The time
inclined
is up,
towards
so we can just
IT.
start winding
Yes
up.
sir, yeah, that it is more inclined towards IT. But what about the other sectors of the economy who are being deeply influenced by the introduction of AI and robots? So that's it, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Navjot. So the overall point is that, one is that it is because of the lazy nature of humans that we have gone to the AI. And what about the uh, other sector who are non-IT people and who are losing jobs? So let's see what the whip of the team B has to say. Whip of team B may come forward and speak.
Yeah, hi. Uh, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rohil Zharke. Sir, if we consider the scenario of 1950, consider any country, whichever comes to your mind, as compared to 1950, and in today's era. Even though the number of machines has increased a lot since 1950, but there are a lot of employment since 1950. Secondly, according to the Harvard Business, uh, uh, they say that the computers will take over uh, r- repetitive task. Okay, but on a positive end, the young professional will get a chance to be associated with a lot of uh, co- creative work. And yeah, and as our team has already mentioned that that new jobs will come up in market, in place of a marketing person. Now we can see the digital marketeers, and the digital marketing field is a vast field. Only one person cannot control that field. You need many people to control that sector. And secondly, according to the research of for Forbes, even they have concluded that artificial intelligence will bring new and exciting jobs. If they yeah, they have considered only the scenario of United Kingdom. Okay, they say that till 2030 there will be more than 10 crore jobs which will be provided by artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence will not only improve jobs, but they will also improve the entire life cycle, whether it be healthcare, economy, and then many things. Also, the major advantage of humans over artificial intelligence is that humans have critical thinking skills, cognitive skills, uh, co- co- creative skills, and they too have emotional skills as well. And even the founder of Alibaba, Jack Ma, says that within the competition of humans and robotics, humans will win because humans have a lot of wisdom, and robots do not have wisdom. Yeah, and secondly, artificial intelligence has specialized intelligence, which means that they can do one task at a time. But humans have generalized intelligence, which means that they can collaborate all these skills at one time. And one more
You
thing
have
I
30
would
seconds
like.
to wind up.
Yeah, sir. And one more thing I will like to say, many of the people, they have said that only the workforce of IT professionals has been increased. But sir, I know many people from various industries say, whether they are from the mechanical background, chemical background. Even in my company, the quality engineers are using they are using algorithms to calculate the proper conclusion. So then we can so then the artificial intelligence is developing job in every sector. It is not just developing job in the IT field. So then, sir,
Got your
that's
point.
all
Yes,
from
got your
my
point.
side.
Very, very nicely stated. And you have quoted many examples and many studies from Forbes, etc. Examples like, what was how the employment has changed since 1950 till now, even despite we having a lot of machines. So the rounds, all the rounds have been complete now. Now we have a open discussion, and now anybody from any team can speak. But I will just try to, based on whatever points we discussed so far, uh, a few things which we can discuss. Team A has raised a point that, what about the jobs which are lost? Okay. And they have given examples, like one example
QR codes. All right, and also the other example was that what about the jobs like cab drivers, autonomous autonomous cars, or fleet uh, management systems have have killed the jobs of drivers, cab drivers, etc. What about this kind of things? What do Team B have to say on that? Anyone from Team B?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I want to say.
Hello.
Yes, Sanya. If you want to go
Hello.
ahead, please.
Sure, sir. Sir, mm, many people are thinking that the jobs of taxi for drivers or shopkeepers have been killed. For example, uh, suppose 20 people are selling in a shop, and after some years, mm, a website or a system or an automated system has been made, mm, who is doing everything, each and everything. And now there is a need of only two or for three people in the counter to handle that machine. So if we are thinking that that the machine has killed the jobs of many peoples, so it's completely wrong. For writing the scripts or codes, there is a requirement of nearly 1000 peoples in the IT field, and it's not necessary that computer science engineers or IT peoples only can join the IT field. Anyone can join it. So
Yeah, so the point of
मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगी
I'll just
कि
intervene here. The point was that if cab drivers are losing their jobs because of autonomous
uh,
uh, uh, drive this driving cars, what would they do? That was the point. Or if waiters
करना
are being
करना
replaced by if waiters are being replaced by QR codes, what will the waiters do? The waiters cannot join IT companies, right? Or drivers cannot join IT companies. Yes, yes, you can speak.
sir, there are
Manoj and Rohit.
many other options. Sir, there are many other options for the jobs.
I think Manoj has to say a point.
Yeah, Manoj ji.
Manoj, you can go on.
Yeah. Actually, the thing that the need of the hour nowadays is to upscale, upskill, and upskill. So this is the need of the hour. So if a person who's working in a company or in any other organization, if the person is not inclined to upskill himself or herself, and because of lack of upgrading oneself, if somebody is not uh, ready to like raise the benchmark, I guess the fault is in that person. I'll give you a very simple example at my home. Like a few years back, I bought a robotic mop. So to operate that robotic mop, the maid I have, I gave some basic upskill training to that maid. So if the maid is quite self-sufficient to operate that robotic mop, I guess the job is not gone. But if the same person is not inclined to learn, if the same person not inclined to upgrade herself or itself, I guess in that case we won't live with that thing. And this
Got
thing apply to any sector, no matter in sector which you're working, whether it's come to taxis or cab. If a taxi driver is not ready to upgrade or upskill himself, I guess he's going to lose the job because the time is changing and we have to keep pace with the time. So the need of the hour is upskill. Thank you.
fair enough, Manoj. So we need to upscale ourselves. We need to change with times. What do have what do Team A have to say on this? Anyone from Team A? Any counter? or no counter?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I have to say that Manoj said that we have to upskill ourselves. That is right. I agree, but everybody has not has the time and the money to upskill themselves, because the people who are working as a waiter and cab drivers, uh, they are not that skilled enough, or they are not aware to to uh, to know that what are all the job opportunities they have apart from the job they are doing right now. So like, and also to learn skill, you need money, you need time, and they are not that financially sound to learn this skill. And it's not like that when they lose their job, immediately after one day they will get the job. No, they need that time, for at least for 3 to 4 months. But for that 3 to 4 months, what they will do? They are unemployed for that time being. So I think it is not an practical option. So then they will find jobs which are low, below their standards. So that is my point.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes. Anyone from team B can answer? I think Shubham is raising his hand. हाँ शुभम, आप काउंटर करना चाह रहे हैं?
या सर, मैंने सर सर मैं सर मनोज जी के पॉइंट में कुछ और मतलब इंक्लूड करना चाहूंगा। इन्होंने तो आप स्किल के बारे में बोला और ये काफी मतलब अच्छा है, तो मैं इसमें और कुछ ऐड करना चाहता हूँ। और हम लोग का सर ये कार की बात हो रही है और सर वेटर की बात हो रही है, तो सर तो मैं एक बात स्पष्ट रूप से आप लोगों को मतलब बता देना चाहता हूँ, शायद आप लोग भी परिचित होंगे, क्योंकि सर AI हैज नो ओन ब्रेन। सर AI के ब्रेन को सर हम लोग बनाते हैं, और वो सर और उसमें सर इमोशनल चीज कोई नहीं उसमें होती है, वो लोग इमोशंस को नहीं समझते हैं। तो सर कैब ड्राइवर का जो अगर बात है, तो सर AI कितना भी इम्प्रूव कर ले, लेकिन वो ह्यूमन को तो कम्पीट कर ही नहीं सकता, क्योंकि सर AI भी वो एक टेक्नोलॉजी पर बेस्ड है जो कि कभी भी करप्ट कर सकती है और किसी को भी रोड पर उड़ा सकती है। और वेटर की अगर बात है, तो वेटर को तो भले आप कितना भी अगर ट्रेड कर दे, लेकिन कभी न कभी तो वो हैंग तो करेगा ही, वो रोबोटिक वेटर कभी न कभी तो उसको उसमें तो ब्रेकडाउन आएंगे ही, तो उनको तो अपग्रेडेशन की तो आवश्यकता पड़ेगी ही। तो इसके लिए भी ह्यूमन चाहिए। देखा जाए तो सर ह्यूमन का रिक्वायरमेंट बल्कि और बढ़ ही गया है इन सब चीजों को हैंडल करने के लिए। और सर मैं एक और बात कहना चाहता हूँ, जो अभी प्रगति जी ने बोला कि हर कोई कोर्स को अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता है, तो मैं आपको बता दूं कि एक हम लोग के प्रधानमंत्री का एक कोर्स चलता है, PMKVY, प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना, जो कि ये फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट हर चीज सिखाती है। यहाँ तक कि ये मोटर ड्राइविंग भी सिखाती है। आप लोग पता कीजिएगा, तो ये सब चीज मतलब सीख सकता है कोई भी चीज है। और देखा जाए तो जो हम लोग का एक आम इंसान का जो एक बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट होता है, वो सारा चीज तो हम लोग को मतलब ओपन मार्केट में इजिली अवेलेबल है। और उसके लिए हमें कुछ भी पैसा नहीं चुकाना पड़ता, सिर्फ मतलब थोड़ा पेशेंस से, सिर्फ थोड़ा पेशेंस से उस चीज को हमें सीखने की आवश्यकता है। हमें हमारा इंटरनेट में हथाह मतलब ज्ञान भरा हुआ है, और सिर्फ इंटरनेट ही नहीं बल्कि फिजिकली भी हमारे राज्य सरकार और केंद्र सरकार ऐसी काफी सारी योजना चलाती है, जैसे कि आप अपना वोकेशनल स्किल बिल्डिंग कर सकते हैं और आप भी रोजगार पा सकते हैं। तो ये कोई मतलब जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको इसके लिए पैसा चुकाना पड़ता है। तो थैंक यू सो मच।
Understood. Your point is taken. So I think Navjot has a counter on that. Navjot, you can start.
यस सर, सो आप आपने जो भी पॉइंट्स बताए सबने, मैंने सबके पॉइंट सुने ध्यान से, मैंने हर किसी के पॉइंट को आई हैव टेकन इट टू a different angle, whether we are in the favor or against the favor. So there's this one thing that is my concern. Like if we see the data, हमारे देश की nearly 60% population, they are involved in agriculture and farming, जो कि in total that they contribute to 18 to 20% of the country's GDP, if we say it. अगर हम ये बोलें कि अगर हम टेक्नोलॉजी को उनकी हेल्प के लिए बिकॉज आई बिलोंग टू अ फैमिली बैकग्राउंड जहाँ पे हमारे खुद के फार्म्स हैं, एंड अगर हम देखें तो पिछले 10 साल में ही टेक्नोलॉजी में इतनी इम्प्रूवमेंट हुई है। जब कल्टीवेशन का टाइम होता था, अर्लियर वी यूज्ड टू हायर पीपल टू डू दैट वर्क। एक काम करने के लिए पहले 5 से 10 लोगों की पड़ती थी जरूरत, आज वही काम 2 कंप्यूटराइज होती हैं, जो मशीन्स वो काम कर रही हैं मिलके, 10 लोगों की जॉब गई, राइट? मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि हम तो उनकी बात कर रहे हैं, दोस पीपल हु आर इन द पोटेंशियल टू गेट अपस्किल्ड, या जो अपने काम को वो उनकी बढ़ोतरी हो सकती है उनकी, लेकिन कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं हु हैव पास दैट पर्टिकुलर एज, हु हैव ग्रोन अप इन देयर लाइफ। अगर वो अब जाके कहीं पे बोलेंगे कि मुझे जॉब चाहिए, आप being a company owner, will you hire a person who is 55 of age and he or she is saying कि वो अपने लाइफ में कुछ नया करना चाहते हैं, राइट? बिकॉज इंडिया की अगर हम हाल देखें करंटली एम्प्लॉयमेंट की, अगर हम इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इट, इंडिया में एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज कंसिडरेबली इट इज डिक्लाइनिंग। उसका क्या रीजन है? अगर हम उसे बोलें कि हम लोग इतने केपेबल नहीं है, हमारे काम में इतनी नहीं है इम्प्रूवमेंट नहीं है, हमें वर्कशॉप्स करनी चाहिए 10, दैट इज कंप्लीटली, मैं उस चीज के लिए मैं अग्री कर रही हूँ। बट मेरा क्वेश्चन उतना ही है कि जो लोग अपनी लाइफ में हु हैव पास दैट टाइम, उनके पास फैमिली में कोई नहीं है और कोई करने के लिए सपोर्ट, अगर वो कहीं पे जाएंगे जॉब के लिए कि मेरे को जॉब दीजिए, एंड वहां पे पहले से कंप्यूटराइज काम हो रहा है और वो उनके पास पढ़े लिखे भी नहीं है, वो लोग दे डोंट इवन हैव द बेसिक नॉलेज, वो लोग कहाँ से सीखेंगे स्किल्स? दैट्स माय क्वेश्चन।
Rohil has a counter. Rohil, you can start.
Yeah, and I would like to tell Navjot ji that that there are many Indian startups, okay, who are not hiring on the basis of their graduation or so, but we have seen many such startups who are giving jobs to their own watchmen, their own and जो भी ये साफ सफाई करने वाले होते हैं, even they are giving them jobs, okay, but yeah, and today's job sector is changing a lot now. Now they are just looking for people who are good at critical thinking, because even if we see, so then we still do require good thinkers, okay, if even if a lot of jobs might have been gone to the artificial intelligence, yeah, and I am only talking about the repetitive jobs, but still every company requires good thinkers, that good thinkers are more beneficial for the overall development of any company or in any sector.
I just have one thing that I want to ask Rohil. Rohil, like you have said that the importance of critical thinking has increased. Now, please just tell me this thing: that how will you explain to a factory worker, wage earner, what do you mean by critical thinking? The person उसको बेसिक भी नहीं पता चीजों के बारे में, who has just spent 15 से 20 साल एक तरीके से काम करना, वो किसी फैक्ट्री में he or she is working 8 घंटे 12 घंटे वो वहां पे जॉब करते हैं, उनको अपने काम के बारे में पता है, राइट? अब अचानक से उनकी जॉब को कोई आके कंप्यूटर उनकी जगह ले रहा है, वो बाहर वो 15-20 साल उस पर्टिकुलर काम में ट्रेंड है, एंड उनकी उसी इंडस्ट्री में उनके लिए जॉब्स नहीं बची हैं, तो आप उन्हें क्या बताओगे? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय कि आप हाउ कैन यू इम्प्लीमेंट दिस थिंकिंग, जब उन्हें पता ही नहीं है कि उन्हें अपने लिए प्रॉफिटेबल चीज को कैसे चूज करना है, उनके लिए सही गलत के बारे में वो कैसे सोचेंगे कि हाँ मेरे को लगता है कि टाइम में अभी कंट्री में इस चीज की डिमांड हो रही है, मुझे उस चीज को परस्यू करना चाहिए. हाउ ही or she, they will think about the different aspects and then they will implement uh, critical thinking. That's my question.
Sure. See, I work for a construction chemical company. Okay, and that company was started, I guess, 35 years ago. Okay, and when that company was started, people who didn't had who has didn't even completed their 12th standard. Okay, they were first employed in the company. Okay, and they are still a part of that company because they are so well trained. Okay, only by uh, law looking at the concrete sample or by feeling that concrete sample, they can tell कि ये sample में water to cement ratio थोड़ा कम है, ये एक दो ये 100 to 200 ml admixture solution और थोड़ा डालना चाहिए. Okay, and then just like my company, there are thousands of company out there. Okay, where the people who are not even engineers, they are able to explain such concepts to the fresher engineers. Okay, so then such company, they are training such people. Okay, now those people, they are able to operate computers, they are able to operate Excel very well. And I am telling this from the experience of my own company. In the current scenario, still people are not completely believing in the artificial intelligence. They are not completely believing in it. So the people are getting training for that.
So Ritik has a point, I think. Ritik?
Okay, yes. So रोहिल जी, जैसा आपने बताया कि जो जो वो लोग केमिकल फैक्ट्री में लगे थे, आज वो एज अ कंप्यूटर चलाते हैं, एक्सेल चलाते हैं, राइट? पर जैसा कि नवजोत जी ने बताया था कि कोई 50 से से 55 साल का आदमी या औरत अगर ये ही चीज करे, सो आई थिंक वो ये चीजें नहीं सीख पाएगा। क्योंकि ना जो उन लोगों की सोच ये होती है कि हम ह- अ, हम हम वैसा काम कर, कर सकते हैं जो मैन पावर का हो, माइंड का ज्यादा ना हो। या सो या प्लीज बताइए।
Yeah,
Got
so
it. So
फिर
I'll just call Manoj who has a point, and after that we'll go to audience.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to add one more thing here. Like in the past 2 years, we have said in due to disruption due to COVID, we should see the scenario which has been changed in the schools. Most of the teachers right now they're at the age of 50 or 55, and most of the teachers in the pre-pandemic era they were not well versed with computer, Zoom links, or this meeting online or teaching students online. So now what they have done, has the school sacked these teachers? No. What they've done, the teachers have upskilled themselves. So technology can be a tool. So if I take the example of a school, technology it can be a tool for teachers and students, but it cannot replace the role of a trained, engaged human teacher. So what a teacher at the least, what the school can expect from a teacher. So the teacher needs to upgrade, needs to raise a certain level so that it can match up with the time. So as parents, they have come to appreciate these things during the pandemic. So I guess in-person teaching inspires students far more than a Zoom school or any Zoom link can do. So the human touch it can never be replaced by AI or a robot. The only thing that we need with what we need is to upscale ourselves. We have to reach to a certain level which can we can contribute something to the society. It's not a matter of employment. What contribution you're doing, what is your contribution to the society? If an unskilled labor he is not very keen to learn anything and he want to do कि भाई मेरा काम तो चल रहा है, मैं तो ऐसे ही रहूंगा, मुझको कुछ कुछ भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है, मेरी नौकरी चलेगी. But what he's doing for that, if he's ready to open his mind, if he's not inclined to do that, I guess such person should do some kind of rethinking. There are so many opportunities, the people need to move with time. It's not like that ki if some new uh, innovation will come, people will sit idle, the people will not going to upgrade, they will. But if somebody is hell-bent not to improve or not to upgrade oneself, so you can't do much about that. Thank you.
I have
Manoj
a
Sethi.
question, just one last question that I want to ask the team. Like sir, आपने ये बोला है कि अगर मान लो आपने जो पॉइंट्स अभी प्रेजेंट करे, तो मेरी लाइक पूरी टीम से एक है क्वेश्चन. आप एक बिजनेस, यू आर द ओनर ऑफ अ बिजनेस. अभी आपके पास कंपनी में 100 लोग हैं जो जॉब कर रहे हैं. कल को मैं आपके पास आके ऐसे टेक्नोलॉजी लेकर आ रही हूँ कि मैं बोल रही हूँ कि सर आपका प्रॉफिट 120% से इंक्रीज होगा, मैन पर आपकी 50 लोगों की कम हो जाएगी, क्योंकि ये मेरी टेक्नोलॉजी है जो को मैं इसको आपके कंपनी में करूंगी इम्प्लीमेंट. एंड आप उसके बारे में पूरा पढ़ते हैं, आपको पता चलता है दैट या इट इज लाइक मेरे को एक बार इसमें पैसा इन्वेस्ट करना है और साल के इसके ऊपर मेरे को इतने खर्चे होंगे रिपेयर के. अगर मैं कॉस्टिंग करूं टैली, तो वो 50 एम्प्लॉय जो मेरे जाएंगे उसके सिर्फ 25% की कॉस्टिंग में मुझे ये टोटल पड़ रही है मशीन. तो लाइक आई एम सेइंग दिस थिंग, कुछ कंपनीज होंगी ऐसी जो बोलेंगे नहीं, वी आर इनटू हेल्पिंग पीपल टू ग्रो, जॉब्स हमें करनी है, वी हैव टू ब्रिंग जॉब्स इनटू इट. लेकिन हर कंपनी उस पॉलिसी या प्रिंसिपल पे काम नहीं करेगी. सो देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी दैट कंपनी दे मे बी चूजिंग प्रॉफिट ओवर प्रिजर्विंग देयर मैन पावर. तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है आपसे कि आप उस चीज में आप क्या बोलेंगे, काउंटर करेंगे उस चीज को?
Yeah, let me just come to this. Whenever there is a advent of any new technology in any sector, no employee will at a certain we're going to cut shortest labor. They prepare a list. They want to see how many people are keen for a change. For a change, I mean upgrade. I'm again using this term upscale, upgrade, upgrading the knowledge, because I'm seeing in many sectors I've seen that the any employer or any person will not going to cut short its labor. He want to check how much skilled his labor is, how much they are ready to take up the challenge of this new innovation. So on the basis of that, they will going to take a simple call. If the call is that the labor is unskilled, totally unskilled, not ready to keep pace with the time, not ready to skill or keep pace with the time. Now, in that case, you tell me, if you are an employer, what will you going to do? One thing is that you will going to skill your labor. No labor will blindly cut no employer will blindly cut the labor. First of all, they will going to check, are the labor skilled? Are they ready to learn? If they are very much there. If they don't, then they have to find their own ways. As simple as that.
सर मैं इनके पॉइंट में
So
कुछ
we have
ऐड करना
so we have 2 minutes, only 2 minutes for the open discussion. After that, we go to audience. Yeah.
सर मैं इनके पॉइंट में कुछ मनोज सर के पॉइंट में कुछ ऐड करना चाहूंगा, जो कि नवजोत नवजोत जी ने पहले तो जो सवाल सवाल पूछा था कि अगर किसी कंपनी के अगर लेबर को अगर अचानक से अगर निकाल दिया जाता है तो वो लोग क्या करेगा। तो पहली बात तो ये है कि ये जो हम लोग का टॉपिक चल रहा है, ये सिर्फ किसी एक के कंपनी के बारे में नहीं चल रहा है। ये पूरी एम्प्लॉयमेंट की अब बात हो रही है, जो कि पूरे होल वर्ल्ड की जॉब की बात हो रही है। अगर आपने किसी एक के कंपनी के बारे में अगर आपने पूछा भी है तो मैं उसका भी जवाब देना चाहता हूँ। देखिए, कोई भी कंपनी हमें अचानक से नहीं निकालती है। वो हमें किसी एक कंपनी की भी वो अचानक से आपको नहीं कि आप रात में काम किए, सुबह में वो बोला जाओ बेटा कर जाओ, कुछ अपना काम धंधा करो, तो ऐसे नहीं करती है। पहले वो नोटिस देती है और वो खुद अगर अपग्रेडेशन अगर कोई अगर मशीन आता है तो वो खुद उससे रिलेटेड ट्रेनिंग प्रोवाइड करती है कि आप ट्रेनिंग करो। और ये कुछ अचानक से नहीं होता है, ये पहले बता दिया जाता है। और अगर मान लीजिए कि अगर आपको अगर निकाल भी दिया अगर अचानक से, तो सर मार्केट में सर काम बिखरा हुआ है, मतलब बिखरा हुआ है, काम है। जो इस चीज को समझता है, जो उस करेंट हेरा को जो मतलब करंट ट्रेंड को जो समझ सकता है, वो मतलब कुछ भी काम
30 seconds more.
काम की कमी नहीं है। काम तो बिल्कुल मतलब बिखरा पड़ा है, जो मतलब जो काबिल है वो उठा ले, मतलब ये मतलब।
Yes, Shubham,
सर मैं भी अपने एक काम की बात करता हूँ। मैं भी सर नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग में काम करता हूँ, तो इसमें सर वो लोग भी शामिल होते हैं जो कि मतलब बिल्कुल भी कुछ भी पढ़े लिखे नहीं है। तो वो इसमें कोई भी इसमें ज्वाइन करके अपने मतलब इनकम को बड़ा कर सकता है। तो इसके लिए कोई भी किसी भी तरह की नॉलेज की आवश्यकता नहीं होती है।
Yes, I have to stop you here. I have to stop you here because of the lack of time. So overall, what I've seen is that Team B is saying that AI is creating new jobs, new types of jobs, and it is time to upscale. It's about time to upscale and upgrade ourselves. Team A is saying that what about the lower level jobs, where the people like labor or the people who have passed that age of learning something new, they are the most affected, and they cannot just go in and start something new overnight. So let's say what the audience think, because it also depends on what audience thinks, because they have heard most of the points. So let's see who has been able to convince the audience in a better way. Anyone from
Harish bhai.
audience? Yes, Alvin.
Harish bhai, I want to say something.
Go on.
Okay, so after hearing everybody's point, I was actually waiting for my turn. So thank you, Arish bhai, giving me this opportunity to speak. My name is Alvin Dave, and by
Can wind up
profession
in 1 minute. Yeah.
I am an advocate. So earlier, before Corona, we used to go inside the courtroom, and we used to argue in front of the judge. But these days, what is happening? Like we are the entire courtroom is online. So what used to happen? Our seniors, the senior lawyers, used to give their work to us, which used to give us work, and the senior used to pay us. But now what is happening? The senior lawyer is attending all his matters online, and and in this way, the work which the senior used to give it to us, he is doing on his own, and we are remained with no work. So like so in this way, the artificial intelligence is not helping in the field of law. If you have visited any lawyer office, you must have come across big huge books, like 1000 pages books. Those books are actually of case studies. Now earlier, these lawyers used to search about the case studies in those books, and for that thing they used to appoint interns for that. But these days we are having apps and softwares, so those books are actually just showpiece. Nowadays no one uses those books, and due to this, the senior lawyers are not appointing interns for this thing. So this way, the jobs in the law sector is getting lowered, or there are not many jobs left in legal sector, unless and until you are an independent lawyer.
Okay, so the point is that overall, what you're saying is AI has not helped law much.
Yes, sir.
So maybe that is something that we need to that supports a point that AI is not in fact killing jobs, because AI lawyers cannot or can never be replaced. Anybody else? Santosh Khere is wanting to talk something. Santosh, you have just 1 minute. We don't have much time, so just try to wind up in 1 minute.
Okay. Thank you, Arish. I am Santosh Khaire. And coming to the point, after listening to overall the debate, what I understand is actually robots and artificial intelligence cannot be replaced in each and every field. Okay. And we are talking about robotics and artificial intelligence killing jobs, but where it is killing, in which type of, what type of jobs it is killing, and in which countries it is killing. We have to understand that part. I don't think this artificial intelligence killing jobs in overall in the world, in other countries. Only in India, like countries like India, China, where the population is more, and where we have low class laborers, this numbers more. So there we have these problems. And as Manoj Sethi has said, we have to change as per the time. We have to upgrade the skills. So cab driver son cannot be a cab driver forever. और like a चाय वाला का बेटा हमेशा चाय बेचता नहीं रहेगा. If you want to have that kind of mentality, then we will never grow. Our country will never grow. So we have to upgrade the skills. We have to change according to the time. And obviously, this artificial intelligence cannot be replaced in each and every sector. Human intervention is needed, and it will be there. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, human intervention is needed. I'll go to Sarthak Oberoi last, and then we'll wind up the session. Sarthak,
Okay,
your
so
point.
my name is Sarthak Oberoi and मैंने भी सबके पॉइंट सुने. But according to me, AI is important and need of the hour. Like Alvin sir said कि सब कुछ online हो गया, तो I am also from the law background. So from my point of view, अगर सब कुछ online होता है और मुझे घर बैठे ही केसेस पे काम करना पड़ रहा है, so it is यूजफुल फॉर मी, क्योंकि एक लॉयर के 4 या 5 कोर्ट में एक साथ डेट पड़ सकती हैं, तो उसको हर जगह भागना पड़ता है. बट अगर हम एक स्टैंड लॉयर हैं और अगर हम स्टैंड लॉयर भी नहीं, लेकिन अगर हम काम ले लेते हैं, तो मैं घर बैठे बैठे ही वो 4 केस 1 घंटे में खत्म कर सकता हूँ. और उसके बाद मेरे पास इनफ टाइम रहेगा कि मैं कोई अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर दूं या कोई भी एक्स्ट्रा इनकम के लिए कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, या अपने केसेस पे ही काम कर सकता हूँ. सो AI मोस्ट, इसलिए मुझे लगता है कि AI बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. और संतोष खैरे सर एंड लाइक जो उनके पॉइंट में उन्होंने भी यही कहा कि हमको चेंज होना पड़ेगा. AI सीखना कोई मुश्किल नहीं है, बट आने वाला टाइम AI का ही है, तो हम कितना भी इसको कर लें इग्नोर, बट हमको उससे अपने आप को शेप करना ही पड़ेगा. सो या, और बल्कि
Yes,
अगर हम
okay.
करेंगे तो इंडिया आगे ही बढ़ेगा.
Okay, India आगे ही बढ़ेगा. On that note, we'll have to end this session. Overall, both the teams have really presented very well their points with examples, with evidences, and I think we had a very good and productive discussion. So overall, I feel, based on what I heard, is that humans and AI in the near future will need to coexist. Like in some cases, AI will help. In some cases, AI cannot do some things which humans can do. So we need to coexist as friends and try to enhance, make our life better, because we need to change with times. So that's all what we'll with that, we'll conclude this. I thank all the participants for the time and for all the preparations which you have done. We had a wonderful session, and all the audiences for being patient. And yes, so with that, we come to an end. Let's meet soon. And yep, that's all we have for today. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
जय हिंद सर.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Happy
Sunday.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Thank you and to everyone.